Welcome to this video walkthrough of our 2008 Willerby Herald Gold. It's a 32 by 10 2-bed. It's priced at 8875. It's a nice tidy caravan, spacious layout for a 10-foot wide. I'm going to give you a quick look around, point out a few bits and pieces. So let's get on. So you join me here looking at the living room area. You can see we've got a fitted seating area on my left hand side for the living area, and then there's also a fitted dining area as well. All in matching upholstery and all in quite good condition. A few marks and things around the skirts from shoes rubbing and things like that, but no bad rips or stains or anything like that. I think the carpets in here are original, so obviously whenever you have original carpets they'll always look nicer with some new ones, but there's nothing offensive or wrong with them, so I would suggest if you don't want to change them, then that's not a problem at all. Got some nice window space across the front of the caravan, as you can see, letting in a lot of natural light. We've got a gas fire and a storage area there, cupboard space as well as somewhere to put your television. All fairly self-explanatory with these 10 foot, so they don't change too much, but it is in good nick. Just a couple of marks here and there to clean up, but it's fairly decent condition really. The dining table needs replacing, at least the top. This is all delaminated, just to show you what can happen when this plastic does come away. As you can see, you can either paint that top or we could replace the wood on the top there. That's not a problem. Coming to the kitchen, it's galley style kitchen, of course, with a 10 foot most commonly. Got a space for an under counter fridge there on the right hand side. Got a microwave shelf. I think the cupboards have been painted at some point in the past, so they've probably been delaminating, but you can't tell on without, unless I told you, wouldn't have been able to see it anyway, to be honest. So they're absolutely fine, the cupboards now as they are. Got a gas oven there opposite the kitchen sink. Got tile pitch roof on the outside, so we have got the pitch ceiling inside, which does just make such a difference, especially in a 10 foot wide, just to give you that head space over the top there, which does make it feel a lot bigger. Coming through, we've got our water heater on the right hand side. We've got one exterior door which comes in here to a bit of a hallway area, and at the back of the caravan we find our main bedroom. This has got double wardrobes. There's a wardrobe on either side of the bed. As you can see, there's an electric plinth heater at the bottom of that right hand wardrobe. There's a lift up bed as well, so that lifts up and has storage underneath. We've got windows on both sides of the bedroom, which is really handy to have because it lets in a lot of natural light. If you can go for 32 by 10 over a 28 by 10, it does just give you that much more space in the back here. It doesn't change the rest of the caravan too much, but your main bedroom here is so much bigger because of it. So really, if you can go for something that's slightly longer, then it will be a benefit. The caravan is single glazed, but we could fit double glazing to this one for about £1,500. That'd be white window frames on the outside, as you'll see in a minute. But that's perfectly possible, so if it's a perfect layout and you like the caravan, then we can always fit double glazing if that is a necessity. Turning to my right here, we find our twin room, so two single beds, bedside cupboards there on the wall. And if I spin round, we've got our wardrobe unit. That goes sort of, as you can see, it's sort of two-thirds of the wall there, so it doesn't go quite to the ceiling and it doesn't go quite to the floor, but it's a good sized cupboard there. And then we do have the electric plinth heater fitted at the top. So they blow out hot air and they run off the electricity. And then if we come out of there and turn to our right again, we then have our shower room, our family shower room, where we have an electric panel heater on the right there, sink, toilet and shower. Shower needs a bit of new silicone around the bottom, but other than that, it looks to be okay. It's decent enough size enclosure, obviously. It's a slightly older caravan, so you've got a slightly bigger lip on the bottom than some of the newer ones, and then your shower door slides right to the left hand side there. And whilst it's not as big as some of the enclosures you get in more modern caravans, it's perfectly big enough for what you need to do in there. So on the whole, quite a tidy caravan. It's been sort of refurbished a little bit. You know, you could change carpets and things like that, but as it is, I don't think it's required. Got a new tabletop that needs to go on, and a couple of other bits and pieces to do, but otherwise it's pretty tidy in here. So I'm going to jump outside now and I'll show you the exterior. Outside the Herald Gold then, as I said before, it's single glazed, but we could have double glazing fitted to this one with white windows for around about £1,500. And then you've got the electric heaters in there as well. You can fit central heating as well if it wanted to. That's an additional £1,500 again, so that's always an option. Got a bit of rust up on the top there, just where you've had the old aerial mount there fitted. As you can see, that clearly wasn't standing up to the sea air quite like anything else. Well, as the chassis done a bit better than that bracket, so that needs removing. It's gone all rusty, but other than that, there's no bad damage around the side there. There's a slight crease along the front of the bay window, just there, but really it's not affecting anything. And then down the door side, looks fairly decent as well. The chassis is galvanised. I think it has been coastal, so there is some browning to the chassis. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the chassis at all. Whilst there's the browning there, the metal itself, the galvanised, some of the galvanisation has probably gone from a few areas, but there's nothing wrong at all with the metal. Perfectly solid and a good chassis on it. So that's been our 2008 Willerby Herald Gold. It's a 32 by 10 2-bed. It's got single glazing, but we could fit double glazing in it. It's got electric heaters. It's priced at 8875. That's all tested, cleaned up, delivered within 100 miles for free, plus sighting if you want it. Get an access check done, we'll check it's going to fit, all those bits and pieces. If you've got any questions, as always, please do reach out. Until next time, Sam at SBL Caravan Centre. See you again.